Hey folks, welcome to Playing in Traffic, and today's it's my coffee talk episode. This will be the second of its type on my channel, and we're on location enjoying actually my second cup of coffee ever from Costa Coffee here at Lee and White in Atlanta. You may ask, where's Lee and White? Well, I think it's the west end of the Beltline, generally speaking. And yeah, so here we are, coffee time with BraxyB. And we're mic'd up, full professionalism, the highest quality. I'm going to keep my foot on this tripod because we got some wind, and that's why we got the mic going. But let's get that first refreshing sip. See what's going on. It's that first sip. Like, you know, it's no. You know, I'm not really used to it, right?
It's heaven's kiss.
Heaven's kiss. And by the way, yes, we did get the coffee from Costa Coffee. BraxyB's enjoying an apple cinnamon biscuit. Is it super warm?
It's warm.
Like, why did they even warm mine if I'm not going to eat it right away? So
well, I wanted mine warmed up. You copied me.
So yeah, so here we are with the wiggle going. And this episode, we're going to have a little chit-chat for I don't know how long. We'll see. I'm recording this December 31st, New Year's Eve, 2024.
So Happy New Year.
Yeah. New Year's Eve. Happy New Year. Wow, right? December 31st. Is everyone probably assessing how their 2024 went?
Yes.
Are they assessing how they're going to do what we're going to try to do different in 2025? This day has got to be the most chaotic, emotional roller coaster that individuals will put themselves on, and I would be probably one of them, of reflection. I don't know, man. It's just a big thing. What do you think? And while she's doing that, how about if I say, yeah, I'll edit.
Don't edit.
So that being said, what do you think? What do you think about December 31st, year in and year out? What do you think it?
I don't do resolutions. Like, oh, I think I used to do that before, but I think I'm always trying to say, like, what can I do better? So I think I usually use that of like, oh, kind of like, what do I hope to accomplish upcoming for 2025? So since we moved in July, I want to finish up setting up things in the house. Yeah. I like to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll look for a job. Maybe I'll do that.
So these are things that are, this is exactly what I'm thinking about. Like, these are made, you're not the only one
and then
taking both them assignments on.
And I usually like, ooh, what am I going to read?
So all that, yeah, it's a big day. So what we decided to do 19 years ago was have a big day. And that was to start a romance. Did you, like, so 19 years ago, we started, you know, everyone doesn't need to know all the minute details, but let's just say when things jumped off between the two.
I know, but you kind of started it. We worked together at the post office. We were our postal workers. We worked as clerks.
USPS, yeah, baby.
Yeah. And that's where we met.
Yeah.
Had a little flirtation. He asked me for my number. We started dating.
Yeah. Drove her home. The first time, I think it was December 30th. And then got ran off. What day was it when we got ran off the Kelly Drive? Was that same weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was probably New Year's. That was literally actually New Year's Day.
Yeah.
Because I remember taking you home December 30th, and then we revisited again December 31st. Got chased out of.
And we're saying it like that
Drive.
because we worked overnight. So,
Yeah.
which I hated when we were leaving. People were like, "Good night," but it's like morning-ish.
Yeah.
It was just weird. It was always weird when you were leaving because you're like, "What time is it really?" When we worked morning, but this one we were on tour 3, so it was night, but middle of the night, like 1 a.m.
Yeah, 1 a.m. Exactly. So yeah, so we always have that to think about at the end of the year. That this is basically the anniversary of when we started dating.
Mm-hmm.
This year, just looking back on 2024, and on most of it, it's super well documented on my YouTube channel. Between first, our hometown's Philadelphia, PA.
Ooh, ooh.
Then we bought our house in Metro Atlanta. We started coming down in February when we first started went through close to 30 homes. Don't know if that's really documented on there, but some of the travels I did on the one wheel while we were here is definitely on there. And then we bought our homes, had settlement in April.
I think we didn't document it in that way because when we were looking at houses, we use a thing, Marco Polo. So we were like, ooh.
I'm good. We got to leave it.
Don't die.
It went down the wrong. Well, it's okay.
I was like poloing my sisters, my cousin, my son, my best buddy, hey, Chaska, to say like, hey, here's what we're looking at. And we really were going through a lot of houses in that week. So
yeah, so we finally had settlement in April. BraxyB had to finish out her school district job in Philly, so that she really didn't come down till what the heck was that? July?
I came down
early July.
I came down like July 12th or 13th.
Okay.
Now I can't remember.
Yeah.
So 13th I got here.
Yeah.
July 13th.
I came down a couple weeks later, and then we've been down here ever since. I mean, we'll do visiting.
Right.
But that was I'm just saying, that was 2024 is like, oh my God, like anyone out there knows that you're packing up a house. She was packing up a bunch of stuff. I'm packing up 30 some odd years worth of stuff in that house.
I think that's what 2024,
Woo!
like I remember stuff, but it was so like, head spinning.
Yeah.
At work, we were now doing, I teach special ed. So we were doing pull-out learning support, but now we're like push-in. The schedule at work was kind of crazy and weird. At home, I'm like, oh, I'll pack that later because I need that stuff out. Then I'm like, you have to pack it. So like realizing at some point where you're like, it has to go in a box. It has to get put away. So we're like closing that stuff out. Thinking of what stuff we need to finish up at work. Also still just doing your daily life. Like we go on dates and stuff, movies and dinner and walk around and stuff together. So I was like, it was a jam-packed year.
Yeah.
Like a lot going on where I think when I got here in July, I was like, like I just sat down for a second. But even that was whatever. I came in the summertime and I said, ooh, I'll take the train. It'll be really cute. It'll be a moment. It kept getting delayed because the tracks were hot. So then I was like, am I ever getting there? So that's why I was like, wait, I think I was supposed to get here the 12th, but I got here the 13th.
Yeah, so and then when I look back on what the channel was doing, the channel was, we did some decent amount of traveling. Got a couple trips up to New York, played up in New York a couple times with the Heels. That was one of my more favorite times. Like there was a couple real things that, I know I look over the channel the whole year and go, wow, I forgot I did that. But the time we went up to New York and kind of did a mural tour on the one wheel in Brooklyn and Manhattan and played the I have to remember the name of the place we played. I forget already. Still forget. Okay, that was really good though, by the way. And then ended up on Bourbon Street at one point in September. So a lot of canvassing, a lot of traveling. What's going to happen in 2025? Well, I know for sure, even though the meteorologists are projecting an intense month of January, specifically on the East Coast, super Arctic. I think it's 65. I think it's 60 degrees out here. It's set in the car at 65. I mean, whatever. It's around 60 here, so it's going to get super cold. They're projecting a bunch of blizzards. We're supposed to be going back to Philadelphia in the middle of the month. That ought to be real interesting if some of these stories they're telling come true. But come March, a trip to Florida. You know what I mean? And who knows after that? Who knows? But it was a...
and obviously trips back to Louisiana because you got to visit your sweet little grandbaby.
Mm-hmm. So we got that going on. I want to say shout out to my son and my daughter-in-law for their anniversary, their first anniversary that they're celebrating. They celebrated yesterday.
Yeah.
And we're both turning weird numbers.
Ew, I know.
I could care less previous to meeting BraxyB, but she likes even numbers, and now
we will be ugly ages because I'll be 47 in June, and 47. I'll say pre-48 because that's cute. 48 is cute,
and I'm going to be.
Ooh, child, don't say it.
59. Whew. 59. I don't know. I got and so what's going up 2025? A couple they're more the major moves.
Oh my God! Will you
traveling.
Have a party for 60?
Yeah. I'll have to work this video out. I'll put up some old flyers from the shows. But when I turned 50, I had a gig up in Philadelphia. When I turned 55, I had a gig. It was fun,
and we had T-shirts. So what you gonna do? 55. I think you had the koozies, right?
55.
The beer koozies?
Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, God.
I think you did.
They were both a lot of fun. And then when I retired, I did a gig on South Street,
which caused COVID. It didn't.
No.
Wasn't it the last?
No, that was.
No, that wasn't that. That wasn't your retirement.
Yeah, we were way past that.
That wasn't your retirement.
Yeah. That was another gig that happened.
Yeah.
We literally played a show up in Philly with the Pagan Babies.
It was the
week before the world shut down, March 2020.
And I didn't even really believe that because remember I was at school. They're like, "Oh, shut your stuff down." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, sure, we'll be back," because it had never happened like that. I mean, until 20 years.
Wow.
So then when the principal was like, you might want to come clear the room. So we had to, wear masks. And I, at that time, was doing autistic support, self-contained. And I used to keep snacks and treats and stuff for my students. Sometimes they would have snack in there because lunch was weird. The day was long. So we had to take all of that stuff away. There was juice and milk in the refrigerator. We had to get rid of that stuff. It was kind of, and I think I was still stunned. Wait, they're not coming back in here. It was a wild time.
Everyone that was an experience. That was beyond.
Plus, I was new to Fox
insane
Chase,
experience.
so that was weird.
But so 2025.
And we got to find new places to ride. I feel like in Philly, you could ride on the streets a bunch of places. You were down Broad Street, you were down a bunch of streets. Here it doesn't. I mean, it's not really sidewalk. So
see over where we're at now. When I go in Atlanta, it's I see similarities traffic-wise. I see similarities to Philadelphia. Residential, not really, man. Atlanta's its own thing, man. You just look right here. They don't do row homes down here. I have really not come across that. But BraxyB's right, and that's one of the real exciting things about doing the one wheel is because there's going to be a whole nother level of learning. It's funny when I look on the map in a place that I had been at, like the historic Fourth Ward skate park, and realize it's literally right next to Five Points. But when I'm doing them trips,
Oh, okay.
so when I did the Halloween festival at Five Points, I didn't know the skate park was right there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
here it's like literally like probably, I bet you 0.3 of a mile away. That's
And you know what's going to happen too in 2025? I'm going to learn the one wheel and I'm going to ride it. I just like messing with you.
Can we not? Yeah. Can we establish where the doctors are going to be and what hospital we're using before we even talk about trying the one wheel? I mean, good gracious.
I wouldn't even try it. I couldn't skateboard. Remember, Tavon was like, "Yeah, let me," and I was like, I think I don't know. Like, I'm not a type A person. I don't think I am. Maybe I'm a type A minus, but it's something about wheels and not the control. The back one is mine. I just it scares me. The thought of it scares me. I need to be more in control. I mean, I don't know, because like a bike, I feel like I got it. A skateboard, no. The one wheel, no way.
This is an apple cinnamon biscuit from Costa Coffee. Yeah, what do you think of it?
It's good. I still got some left.
But yeah, so it's going to be a I don't think we just like I like being in motion, so it's constantly. It's almost like sometimes I'll be like, man, I just want to sit down and watch TV and relax, and then there's other times where I'm like, oh, I already did enough.
You do not sit down enough, I think.
Yeah, but even when I do, and I swear that I'm, so I can only imagine, but really looking forward to visiting Florida, looking forward to seeing some alligators.
You are?
Yeah, from a distance. Oh yeah, from a distance. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? Yeah, I like to see what. Well, that's the reality there. So, hanging out with the Pandemic crew in March down there. Me and BraxyB going to do. We'll do our own little wandering around while we got the little runt with us.
Yeah, because I'm not a sporty person.
Well, we got Mina. That's something. Well, I tell you what, I really did do it all. I wanted to do. I just got done saying I'm definitely a body in motion, but like also the thing that I really taken. Hi.
Sorry.
How we doing?
I just didn't want the coffee to knock over.
Well, we got a little meetup of
I know. I thought
some
my
dogs
coffee
that
was
look
gonna
like they're
spill.
ready to rock and roll too.
Because guess I would have cried if my coffee spilled.
I don't even know where I was at. See that?
You got the dog.
Senior moment.
Mark.
Yeah, I wanted to do. How to get a puppy.
Yeah, because I said.
And I love her.
A lot.
I love Mina, but I'll be the first one to admit, dude, you're not puppy material. Do you want to look at puppies? Yeah, you do. Do you want to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning? And then, in a way, I think it's been good for me. But then also, I'll be the first to admit that, like, yo, dude, you're just not. You're not cut out for it. I think I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
But it's a lot. It's a lot. Be the first one to admit that it's a lot.
I mean, in all fairness, it was a different mindset when the Tawny came. I purchased a dog after my mom passed. We had a horrible 2011. His mom passed, my mom passed. It was a crazy year. And I just remember thinking, I don't want to fall into the abyss of super grief and depression. Like I need something, I got to get going. And I had never really had a pet of my own. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll get a dog. It'll get me out there. It'll be something to do. I can take care of something. My mind won't be idle too long. So that's why she came.
So, and interestingly, so Mina's, I don't know, at this point, like 16 weeks, whatever of age. One observation I made today was that she actually was by the front door after breakfast, sitting there. And then when I turned the corner, I'm like, and then so she's starting to make that eye contact with me, I think, where she's like, dude,
I'm ready
get
to
up
pee,
and take me
Playboy.
out. And she did. And she went out and peed right away.
Nice.
So that maybe we're finally getting somewhere with that. But So Mina will definitely be on the trips with us, which will be that's a whole lot different. That's been a while since we've done that, and I always love that with Tawny. I really do, and that's one of the joys that I get now. Like I'll go down and watch like wrestling, and I'll have Mina up on my lap, even though she's torturing me. I know that's a thing right now with her. She's at that age where the teeth are flying all over the place all the time. But that's the part I love, and I'm willing to go. Well, dude, you're going to get out of bed. Last night it was 3:30 a.m.
Okay.
You know. But yeah, so I don't know. I feel blessed. I just wanted to share this little time because I really think this is a great segment of great part of my channel to just sit and come down and enjoy a cup of coffee and update everybody about the goings on. Let's all reflect on 2024. He didn't have 2 coffees,
and he's talking about what I reflect and I 2 coffees.
Yeah, 2 coffees.
And that's, again, like I said last time, that's so crazy because your parents was coffee. Mm-hmm. Coffee.
Yeah, like I said before, the smell of it and the taste of it are not the same. I think we kind of established the acquired tastes of things. Coffee being an acquired taste. Beer being an acquired taste. Beer...
But
coffee smells really good. Beer...
It does not smell good.
It probably don't.
Not probably, it doesn't.
In comparison to coffee, coffee does smell really good, and then you taste it. And that's what it was. It was like
what the world says because they have coffee candles. There's no beer candle. Nobody's like, I love my Guinness candle today.
But here's the thing. Here's all the punks out there probably would confirm this with me. You get so used to playing, especially the 21 and overs, which are pretty much nowadays. I never get called for all ages. Oh, by the way, anyone watching this that's booking punk shows, despite the fact that I'm 59 years old, I would play an all ages show.
You're not 59 yet.
Tomorrow, 58. I would play an all ages show like tomorrow. So, not that anyone's going to be watching this and going, oh, he said he's going to play. No one really cares, but I would play them.
Heck yeah.
The point of the matter is 21 and over, you're going to have that bar and you're going to have that smell and you're going to know oh man, this is a thing. So I would light that candle in the man cave, in the laboratory at the house and go, here you go. It smells like Connie's. It smells like the fire.
PBR, sweat, bathroom,
fart. You can say fart.
Like it's certain to me because that was not my music preference. So the first time I went to one, I was like, oh my, like clutching my pearls, like, oh dearie me, like
dearie me over the smell or just the whole experience.
The look, the smell, like. Because certain concerts, like when I'm going to go see so and so, people want to be washed up. They want to be smelling with their smell goods on. There, I think you're like, whatever, I gotta go. But maybe that's punk. Like just however you are. Like, but it's okay to also. I don't know. Not that everyone stinks, but I think
it's not everybody stinks.
There's a lot of.
All you need is one real stinker, right? And that'll make you think everyone stinks.
I think there is always that those few people that are like very smelly and they sweat a lot and they've been drinking and I guess it comes out of the pores and they must come stand next to me or something like that or know me because just like I don't drink and I think a sloppy drunk person is going to find their way to me and I'm like
hey, all right folks, I just wanted to do the old year-end update, the 2025 projection episode, and I want to say thanks for watching. I hope that your journey in 2024 was, even worst case scenario, it's a learning experience, right? That's all we can do is get better. I was even thinking about this before I even hit the go button. There was about 4 or 5 years where we were taking care of my father on hospice. You know what? And there was times each one of them years I enjoyed, but now, you know, in reflection, I really enjoyed the fact that my dad was still here.
Yeah.
Was it a workout? Well, it was beyond a workout. It was intense. It really pushed. Oh my God, I was afraid. But in retrospect, I just learned what I'm capable of doing and capable of surviving through.
Yeah.
Right. So like even in them times where it's like, man, I can't wait till this year's over. I don't think I would ever say that, because all this stuff is just building character. Even
Right.
in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, it's just, you're still building and learning, you know, and getting ready for the next adventure that comes down. So all the good and bad.
Yeah, but I think it's like you say, it's all lessons, right?
Yeah.
It shows you what you're made of. So you're, you know, oh, I can handle this. Or things you thought you never could do, you could do. I think maybe that's what we do for 2025. Be okay with where you are and like take care of yourself. Because I think there's some people who think self-care is selfish. So we don't check in on ourselves. We don't say, oh, I'm capable of. We think it's wrong to have a hobby that you just want to focus and spend time on, right? Because I got to make this money, I got to do this, I got to do that. But like, if you don't have a space for yourself, things that you enjoy, something to retreat into, you're going to go bananas.
Yeah, go find that organic thing that makes you happy. You know,
and I think that's what,
no doubt,
like you taking care of your mom. When I took care, your dad, when I took care of my mom, like maybe that's the things that helped us, because we're like, we can get through these things, we can do them. And then afterwards, you have something that calms you, whether it's, oh, I like coloring, I like hot yoga, I like rage screaming to music, I want to dance around the room like a crazy person, I want to binge watch cartoons, whatever that thing is. I think maybe it's okay to lean into a quiet space and creating boundaries for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt. Self-care. Number one friggin' thing on the list to look out for in 2025. Self-care. Take care, like organically self-care. Okay, let's not self-medicate. Anyway, do what you gotta do. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Pleasant tomorrow. And I cannot wait, because this video is coming out New Year's Day. So happy New Year's. And I cannot wait. The first episode of 2025 is going to be a banger. Because it's going to be, spoiler alert, it's the Rock Garden in Calhoun, Georgia. And that's going to be, and I'm already halfway finished editing that.
That was a good time.
I'm really looking forward to people seeing what these people did in Calhoun, Georgia at this Rock Garden. So that's, to me, that's exciting, starting off the new year with a high quality video. And we're getting out of here, because this is one of the longest videos I've ever had. I just think it was good for the two of us to sit down and have a coffee and chit chat with y'all. All right, folks, have a great day, pleasant tomorrow, and I'll see you next episode. Do you have any outro you want to have, like a personal outro?
Yeah, for 2025, tell a new friend to come and watch the videos. They're fun.
Yeah, let's get to 500 subscribers, and guess what? I'm going to pick. I'm going to set up a thing, and there's going to be a care package going out. When I do hit the 500 subscriber, the first one to comment, we're going to get there. I'm going to wait till the 500th goes, and you're going to get a heels. You're going to get a heels pie, so you better like punk music. If you don't bother even commenting, because I don't really have. It would have to be that. Oh, look how close I got. All right, folks, have a great New Year's Eve. I hope you had a great New Year's Eve, and Happy New Year's, and bye-bye.